Warning, many flies were harmed during the making of this video.
Hi guys, this video is definitely going to be a bit of a weird one. It's not one that we planned on making on this trip.
It's a combination of disgusting, hilarious and exhausting, and we invite you to laugh at our pain.
Firstly, let us give you a little bit of backstory. By the time we got back from Isle Royale, thankfully we no longer had a mouse problem, which you may remember from previous videos was driving us mental.
Luckily the mouse had left, but we didn't realise that another problem was around the corner so quickly.
We went and visited Lake of the Clouds for the day, and by the time we returned back to our van, the campsite was swarming with flies, and the van was absolutely covered in them.
We didn't actually think much of it at the time, as we were driving to Milwaukee to go and see a friend, and that's where the problem started.
What's going on?
So many flies. I wish you could see on the camera, there's just like 50 flies in here.
Hi guys, Aaron here from Daddy's Fly Removal Service. If you're having major issues with flies, I can be the one to remove them for you, but only if you're in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And you stand at my house.
This actually worked pretty well, and we couldn't see any sign of the flies until the next day. What is going on? We can't live like this. It's so frustrating. It's like, once we get them all out, it's fine. And then they just somehow come back again. They must be coming in through like the air vents or something. So we've got one of these plug-in things that when we're plugged into a site.
Show it on the other side.
Join your mates. Join them.
At this point, we were getting ready to go and meet our friends Eric and Alison to go and film a van swap video with them, and we told them all about the fly problem, and they still insisted that they wanted to go ahead with it.
They also had to fight the never-ending flies when they were staying in our van, so when we were driving back to Milwaukee to see our friend again, we knew that we had to take drastic action.
These little are starting to really piss me off. And you don't want to see me when I'm angry, guys, because I don't get very angry very often, but this is one of those times, and I'm still smiling because it's still hilarious. The whole situation is so ridiculous. The other week, we had one mouse, and I couldn't think of anything worse that could possibly happen in the van. Now, I would love that little critter to come back. Just one thing would be great. But having so many, an exhausting amount of flies that keep respawning. Why do you keep respawning flies? It is now officially a full-on infestation, and it is war. With war, we need to upgrade our weapons. So here we are with the flying insect killer. We're going to leave this for 24 hours in here and come back to it tomorrow. Here we go. Die, you 24 hours later, we returned to the van, and it was so much worse than we could have ever imagined.
Where we sprayed.
What?
Uh-huh.
There's a billion flies there.
Uh-huh.
And there's no mouse.
Yep.
That is...
Absolutely rancid.
Yeah, that is... How are there so many? That's one of the worst things I've ever seen. We live in this thing.
Once again, Aaron's fly cleaning service.
Is that all flies here?
Get them out.
Oh god,
Keep your eyes, mate, because this is a bit...
As disgusting as that was, we were sure we got them all because there were just so many.
We decided just in case to spray the van down one more time as we were leaving early the next morning. Everywhere I look, there's dead flies. Fly, 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 fly. More flies. More flies.
Another day, another lot of dead flies.
Bye-bye, baby.
See you later. See you later, love. See you guys, have fun.
Bye.
I'm going to lose my mind. When we left our friend's house, I really thought, really thought we might have got him. And then just a minute ago, another one appears. Another one appears. I get him out, another one appears. And I don't know if I'm paranoid or what, but I can hear this clicking noise. And I just have visions that there are thousands and thousands more of them living in here. And then Emma has said she can hear the same thing on her side.
I just can't get my head around why. Surely there's rubbish bins and like piles of shit that they would rather be hovering around than hiding in the doors of a camper van with no visible attraction to it. Like, I don't understand what they would be attracted to.
This is definitely the part where you comment and tell it it's us and we're disgusting, and that's fair enough. It's fair enough that you think that, because if I was watching this video and someone else was complaining about this, I'd be saying to Emma, look how disgusting they are. Because that would make sense.
I promise you,
but
we're clean people.
As far as van lifers go, we're very clean. very clean.
And like, I would almost understand it if there was like loads of like food rubbish in the van, something for them to be like eating and like living off of. But there's nothing in here. Everything is just sealed, put away. Like, we haven't noticed any flies around the bin or around the food at all.
What I hate about these flies in particular is these are the ones that are left. They've survived the culling, all of that spray. These are like super flies that will not die. We cannot stay in our camper van.
Definitely not.
We have been evicted by our new overlords.
We've been pushed out.
So we're gonna...
They run this van now.
Yeah.
This is their neck of the
We're living in their world. So instead, we're gonna have our first motel experience, which I'm excited for because I am sure it is as good as the movies make it. We are gonna spray the hell out of the van again, because that seemed to work. So I'm not sure if I want to come back in the morning and there's loads of dead flies, or there's no dead. Well, I definitely want no dead flies, because that means there's no more flies in here. What's all this stuff? It's like birds have been flying into the windows. But that's feathers, isn't it?
Oh, I think all the fly stuff has just been stressing me out. I feel like exhausted mentally just with thinking about it all day.
Oh yes, first thing we turn on and it's American ads. Gotta love this.
The ads are either for medical stuff, suing people,
Or fast food.
We saw out the night in our flyless motel room with our fingers crossed for an empty van the following morning.
We'll just... One, two. Oh, another one. Oh, more. 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 More.
Oh, there's quite a few deadies.
Go check the back. The back is the most worrying because that's where they basically all were before. Please, please, please. Oh, for f***'s sake.
What's the situation back here?
Well, what do you think of that?
Oh, no.
Not great, is it?
It's not ideal, is it? No.
The thing that's really getting to me is just the lack of control I feel about this situation. We just can't get to the source of the problem. I think if this keeps happening, we have to get someone professionally to do this, and we're really gonna have to move out of our camper van because our visa is ticking down every day. Every day is a lost day of exploring and excitement for us, but I just can't share a van with this many bugs. I think we officially might be the grossest people at this motel.
This is so disgusting. Like, it actually makes me feel really, really sick.
You seen all this?
Oh, it's a massacre.
Come on.
In you get.
They're like getting wedged into the side. Like, I need like a knife or something to slice them out.
We thought we had this van life thing down. Now, I feel like such a novice. It's one thing after the other. First it's the mouse, then it's the fly infestation. What the hell is gonna be next?
It's so bad that we have to unscrew this to get to them. Look, wedged under here. Hey little guys. Well, we've officially got everything we can for now.
Last time. Yay! Oh, please let there not be any more.
We've said this about 15 times.
I know. The thing is, it's like you have to remain hopeful, otherwise it's just so depressing. Time for another drive in the fly machine.
We don't have any other choice but to keep moving on. I mean, I'm not staying in this van again tonight.
No.
Absolutely not.
Definitely not.
Another motel, another night lost. But
It's so sad, isn't it? But I mean, once it's done and they're all gone, do you think they're just gonna, is it a factory of flies? Is it just gonna keep creating more flies?
we're gonna need to learn about these flies if we want them gone, because in theory, if they just keep laying eggs, it's gonna be a cycle forever.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
have
we're
to.
gonna have to leave our van in the US. Imagine we come back in a few months' time and like it's fully overrun.
Like, you won't be able to see anything in here.
It's
It'll
just
be
black.
black and moving. Oh, stuff nightmares are made of.
I've now gone from wanting to get rid of them sort of ASAP to needing to get rid of them before we leave.
Yeah.
We now need to think like a fly and act like a fly. Hell, you have to laugh or I am actually gonna cry. We needed something fun to lift our spirits, and there was nothing better than the Spam Museum. An absolute must on any Minnesota road trip. You're 21 spams high. So the crazy thing about the Spam wedding is that he's from Liverpool, he's from England. And he had to get special approval from the late Queen of England to change his name legally to Mark I Love Spam Benson.
No, that's not his name.
And he flew from Liverpool and got married here.
Do you know what I really need? Next time you're thinking, what can I get Emma as a gift? Some Spam lip glaze. That sounds nice.
I'm kind of embarrassed how much I enjoyed that. I've never tried Spam before, but I've managed to get myself a Spam single for people like me that don't want to go full in on a whole can of Spam. And I thought if I don't like it, I can feed it to the flies.
Are you actually just going to gnaw on cold Spam?
In my mind, having never had it, it's gonna like smell and probably taste like cat food and probably stink out the whole van.
Oh no!
But I also really wanted to like it because of how much I liked it in there and how silly it all was. Oh, can you smell that? Have a sniff because I know what you're gonna smell. That. Put your nose in there.
It looks.
Put your nose in there.
Okay, that actually smells like dog food.
I don't even think I could eat it. Can you just show them what the hell that
looks like
it's like
raw.
sweaty. Oh no, that is wrong.
Here you go, Al. Here's your snack.
Is so wet. Ready?
I mean, it'll just be like ham, right? It's just spiced ham.
It smells like my late grandma's house. And if there was a taste of that smell, this is what it is. I can never like spam.
Oh no! What if you fried it? Do you think you could like it if it was fried up?
Yeah, maybe, but for now, this is for the flies.
Mister, you better pick that up because that's going to leak all over the floor. After all of the excitement of the Spam Museum, we continued our journey west, stopping at another motel for the night.
Another day of war. Come on. You've served us well. Let's get the buggers. At least we got a view of our baby. Sleep tight.
We are moving back into the van tonight, no matter what. So hopefully those flies are off. Moment of truth. Oh, okay. Initially I can't see any deadies.
Oh, that's a good sign.
They tend to be around the door bits like this. Let's have a look. Yeah. No more deadies. Okay, let's look at the back. This is where they seem to like to be the most.
They're not here now. I feel comfortable moving back in.
Yeah.
Oh! Yes!
One fly. A singleton fly.
Yes!
That is it. Yes! Okay, maybe I'm celebrating too soon, but I will take that. We did do a little bit of research into these flies last night because there's a lot of kinds of flies.
We were getting really confused because why were they not going to any of the food sources? They barely touched their spam.
There's no way I'm leaving that stinky stuff out to attract anything.
They were gathering in huge numbers but not going to any food source.
Yeah.
So we found out that there's flies called cluster flies, which are basically a huge annoyance to humans, but they don't actually cause any other issues other than that.
So cluster flies tend to move around in big old clusters, and what happens is when the weather actually starts to get colder, they find places to go and sort of hibernate for the winter. And they chose our van.
The good news is they don't lay eggs in homes like this, so
Yeah.
actually it's a case of once they're gone, and I feel like we've got rid of them all.
Yeah, exactly. And then once they were actually dead and we had like a closer look, you can actually see the pattern on the back is slightly different from like your regular housefly, and so that helped us identify it as well. We also had two different types of fly traps in the van. One that had like fly food on it, which when they go to, they would stick to. They didn't touch that one. And this other one, which is a UV light, which they were super attracted to. And cluster flies are attracted to light.
So we are two very, very happy beans because we can hit the road without an infestation.
Yeah. No more hitchhikers, please. We've had enough.
So we have about a month left on our visa here. I'm super excited to go out and explore without any more hiccups. We've made our way out towards the west of the US so we can go and do boondocking, be more in nature, and just more in touch with the things we want to do.
Thank you guys so much for watching our bizarre fly-ridden video. If you liked it, give it a big fat thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for future videos.
Have you ever had an infestation and did you go as crazy as we did? Did it resort you to living in a motel? Nothing left to say. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out.